What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And did y'all hear? We got us a new superhero. Her name is Black Identity Politics, delusional politician for nothing, whining, complaining, never got nothing done in Georgia woman. Yeah, but her real name is Stacey Abrams. Now, I want to learn a little more about this new superhero that the left is just parading around, who also is trying to suppress all of her wonderful superpowers so she can just appear to be just a normal, regular politician that also might become the vice president for, Vice President Biden. But nonetheless, they tried to make sure that everybody in the United States understand all of those wonderful attributes that this new superhero have, because they dressed her up in the cape and everything. We'll look at that in a minute. But right now, Tucker went a little deeper into learning a little more about this wonderful superhero or heroine. What do you call women? Heroine. There you go. So with that being said, let's go ahead and listen to the breakdown of her long, wonderful career and all of the wonderful things she's done and accomplished. Take it away, Tucker.
Over the weekend, Jeff Bezos' personal newspaper ran a fawning profile of a Georgia politician called Stacey Abrams.
Okay.
Now, by itself, that's not very surprising. No. Abrams is a well-known left-wing Democrat, and the Washington Post exists to promote people like that. For decades, it often has. But even by the usual standards of over-the-top slobbering hackery, this piece exists in its own category.
What?
By the end of the nearly 6,000 words of unmitigated praise, you begin to wonder why no one has yet formed a religion based on Stacey Abrams.
So wait a minute. Somebody wasted 6,000 words. You can never get those words back. They done went out just a waste of words. Words for nothing. There you have it. So somebody actually had to crunch their brain and just bend all of their thoughts and creativity into making 6,000 words make sense in regard to Stacey Abrams. Wow, I wouldn't want that job. I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna get started. I would be like a well-known writer that has writer block. Every time I look at the paper and then I look at her picture, like, all right, I'm gonna start in a minute. She's Stacey Abrams is a human. She's a female human. She breathes. She walks around. And she exists somewhere down south. And oh man, I'm stuck. I'm fishing for words after that. Let's continue.
The world's fourth great Abrahamic faith.
Yeah.
According to the Washington Post, Abrams is a lot more than just a former state elected official who goes on cable television.
Wait a minute.
She's a spiritual figure.
Indeed,
she is quite possibly the author of our redemption. Listen to how the thoroughly smitten Post reporter describes an encounter between Stacey Abrams and her devoted acolytes. And keep in mind as you hear this, that we're not making any of it up to be mean. This is verbatim. Quote, pandemonium ensues as she walks to the far left of the stage like a runway supermodel.
Wait a minute. First of all, how has she been successfully able to hide all of these wonderful attributes and these superpowers that she's been walking around with? I guess like Clark Kent, we weren't able to see it. I mean, I was looking like, okay, Clark Kent just throw the glasses on, nobody knows it's Superman. They're like, oh man, you take them off, oh, that's Superman. Put him back on, it's like, oh, darn it, I don't recognize him, it's Clark Kent. So I guess then she has been deceiving all of us by just maybe, throwing on some glasses, change the weave up or whatever. And we like, man, I couldn't tell that she was a superhero because the way that they writing about her, you would think she flew in to the interview, like landed. And, here I am. Now, I wonder who they hired to start writing this piece. Was it Shakespeare maybe? Because this sounds pretty poetic to me. Pandemonium ensued as she walks to the far left of the stage. Like a runway model. Supermodel. Not just a regular runway model. A supermodel. Man, are you for real? You know what? I don't want to become offensive, so I ain't going to even touch the whole supermodel comment. But let's finish hearing what the rest of this is.
Stops on a dime, poses tilts her head slightly and smiles. Camera flashes explode.
With that big gap between those teeth that I could drive a BJ and the Bear truck right between? Are you kidding me? She should be smiling with her lips closed all the time. Can we get some more teeth? No. Don't want you to see this gap that if I wanted to give her a punch in the mouth, I end up hitting her tonsils because my fist would go right between that gap. All that fake money that's been donated to her and she didn't get that fixed? Come on, man. They got Invisalign now. Get it done. But let's listen to the rest.
Abrams is summoning her inner actress.
Okay.
And she is both enjoying the moment and getting through it to get to the conversation.
Oh.
End quote.
End quote.
So she's like a supermodel, but she's also a superhero. In fact, the piece was entitled The Power of Stacey Abrams.
Power.
In the accompanying photo, Abrams poses like Superman,
Wow.
cape trailing behind her. Just in case you missed the point of the piece.
Now, I'm not sure how superheroes are supposed to look, but they're supposed to look like they could get it done. I mean, she's sitting there with the cape and all that. If she flew in and I was robbing a bank or something and I saw her, I'd be like, oh, man, I'm about to beat this superhero up because they don't look like they can handle their business. Look like she was winded from flying. Just straight up. Like, I mean, I'm not even exerting energy. I'm just flying, but I'm tired. I just flew in and boy, my whole body tired. Not just my arms, not the old joke that, man, I just flew in and boy, my arms tired. No, her whole body looks like she would be like, hold on, y'all, stop for a second. Go ahead. Y'all, hey, look, come back here. Don't you make me. See, when I get my breath, you know what? I'm going to come after. So right there, they got her sitting there looking like a superhero, just showing the silhouette. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's kind of like how you don't fear certain police officers to be able to catch you when you could tell they've been on the job maybe 10 or 15 years too long, still trying to hang in there to get their pension. And you go in to get a coffee or something, and this guy in there sitting there, and the stomach is over his belt, and the gun barely fits on his waist, and all of that stuff. And he's sitting there eating donuts. And you say to myself, I say to myself, like, you know, who's this guy gonna catch? That's what I want. I need to know that there's a fitness test that comes along for some of these cops. Same thing. If they're gonna throw her out there as a superhero, maybe 1 or 2 laps around the track might make her look more superhero-ish. All right, let's continue.
This woman is going to save the world.
Yeah.
And the Washington Post thinks that's possible.
Yeah.
The story was designed, of course, to push Joe Biden to pick Stacey Abrams as his running mate.
Okay.
Now, no one who knows Biden or who watches him carefully thinks he could lead this country in his condition or even serve a full term in a ceremonial role as president. True. Anyone who serves as vice president under Joe Biden would, in effect, be president of the United States.
So you're telling me, Tucker, that if we vote for Biden and Biden puts her on his ticket, that this lady would be running our country? What credentials do she have besides just being deemed a superhero by Jeff Bezos' paper? Let's hear.
All of which raises the obvious question, who exactly is this Stacey Abrams they're relentlessly promoting?
I was saying the same thing.
What, for example, does she do for a living?
Yeah, what does
Probably
she do?
the first question.
Okay.
And as it turns out, not much.
What?
Supposedly, Abrams runs some kind of political action committee paid for by Mike Bloomberg. She also serves on a few boards.
Okay.
All in all, it's not a heavy lift job-wise.
No.
Abrams' actual vocation is being professionally aggrieved. That's a real job.
Oh, you know what? I forgot that characteristic of her superpowers. So not only does she possess all those other attributes I talked about, but she's also victim girl too. You know, so she's black, angry, mad for nothing, delusional, politician for nothing, can't get nothing done, victimized girl. Okay, there we go. I got them all now. I'm sorry I left that part out. I forgot. In fact, that just might be her number one superpower. Walking around saying that everybody else is the problem except for me. Yeah, I'm a victim and all black people are victims. And anytime I don't get my way, it's because of, you know what, y'all? Racism. So let me add on then. So she's black, angry, mad for nothing, delusional, can't get nothing done, identity politics, and let's see, victimization / I see racism girl. Okay, let's continue.
Served in the Georgia State House. That's a real job. It's still, in fact, the highest office she has ever held.
Okay.
Georgia State House. While she was there, she accomplished, let's see, virtually nothing. We checked.
So she's a politician for nothing? That's what you're telling me, Tucker? So this woman who has been doing nothing, came out of nowhere, no bills, no nothing, passed, nothing. She wants to be the vice president. Okay, listen.
2016, she did get some publicity for sponsoring a bill that would have ordered police to seize by force all so-called assault weapons in the state. The same bill would have made it a felony to possess what she called a high-capacity magazine.
So let me add on to the superpowers now. So she's also taking away the Second Amendment, girl, as well. Okay, so I ain't gonna go back through all the, but just stick them on as we learn them. Let's continue.
And once again, the police would have been obliged to seize those by force.
Okay.
She did that, and that's about it.
That's it?
Why do we know her name?
Yeah.
Well, because in 2018, Stacey Abrams lost the Georgia governor's race.
remember
And it was not, despite what they tell you, an especially close election. She came up short by 55,000 votes. That's nearly 0.5%. And this was a cycle with the state's highest voter turnout in decades. And she still lost by 55,000 votes.
So let me get this straight, Tucker. This lady right here, who's mad for nothing, victimized and just offended and see racism in every application, lost by 55,000 votes. Where was her superpowers there? Where were they? I don't understand. Why don't the people of Georgia recognize those superpowers? But now we're about to see why she's also delusional, girl. Okay, let's continue.
How did Abrams respond? Well, she pretended it never happened. She declared herself governor anyway, and she denounced anyone who disagreed with that as a racist. Well, instead of calling the state mental health authorities, as they might have done, many of her fellow Democrats played along with the fantasy.
They did?
Without voter suppression,
Kamala Harris.
Stacey Abrams.
So they're all a part of the League of Dumb Democrats? Okay, so this is the League of Dumb Democrats. Let's listen to what they got to say.
Abrams would be the governor of Georgia.
Now, see, this will make me mad. See, here we go. Here's pandering 101. So we can start tacking on her characteristics to with Kamala. Yeah, she's fake girl, but she's also panderer. So she's fake pandering girl. Now she's at the quote unquote DNC or the NAACP conference speaking to guess who? Lots of black people. Now what does she do? She changes it all up to address the black audience. Let's listen to where you'll hear it right here when she switch her dialect. Let's continue. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, we don't want to hear this.
Without voter suppression, Stacey Abrams would be the governor of Georgia.
The governor of Georgia. Governor, hear it? Governor of Georgia. Now, I'm sure with her upbringing and her speaking the correct English, the King's English, she doesn't say governor like that. She doesn't go around and say governor. She says governor. Just like Alexandria Cortez don't be like, I don't see nothing wrong with being a bartender. All of that stuff. But let's listen to the rest of the League of Dumb Democrats.
Georgia.
If this country wasn't racist, Stacey Abrams would be governor.
All right, there you go. There's a no-name man. I have no idea who he was. Don't care. So he's a dumb Democrat too. We'll just call him No Man Name. Okay.
It was the voter suppression, particularly of African-American communities, that prevented us from having a governor, Stacey Abrams.
So now we got bug-eyed, bathroom booker, Spartacus moment man. All right, let's listen to what he says. Because right now he's really excited because his eyes are wide open. The whole time. I don't think he blinked once. Can we get some eye drops for this man or something? How does he do this? How does he keep his eyes that wide open for that long? Everyone needs to lubricate every once in a while with a blink, but not him. Let's continue.
Right now.
Stacey Abrams ought to be the governor.
Now we got little teeny, eeny, weeny, polka dot, yellow bikini, petite Pete man. Let's continue.
Georgia. When racially motivated voter suppression is permitted,
okay,
we cannot truly say that we live in a democracy.
Right, voter suppression. Okay.
If this country wasn't racist, Stacey Abrams would be governor. Yeah. By the way, as a factual matter, there's literally zero evidence to support that that's true or even sort of true.
Right.
It doesn't matter. The fact that Stacey Abrams isn't the governor of Georgia, despite losing a fair election with the highest voter turnout in decades, can only be racism. That is Stacey Abrams' position.
Okay.
In fact, she's making the same case to get herself selected as the vice presidential nominee.
So now she's
if Joe
strong on
Biden
woman too?
doesn't choose Stacey Abrams, he's racist.
Racist. Here we go.
Do you think that not choosing a woman of color, a black woman actually, is a slap in the face to the black female voters?
I would share your concern about not picking a woman of color because women of color, particularly black women, are the strongest part of the Democratic Party. We need a ticket that reflects the diversity of America.
So there you have it. Hold on. Tucker, he's going to wrap this up. Let's continue.
You need a ticket with Stacey Abrams on it. That's what you need, Mr. Racist Guy.
Exactly. Tucker, you summed it up right there. So the lady from The View threw her a question out there, and Stacey Abrams goes into this rant about that we need a vice president reflects the United States. Now, I'm just wondering. I'm a part of the United States. When I think of someone who reflects the people in the United States, I don't think of a woman that's black, that for whatever reason is delusional. No, that's not the type of superhero I'm looking for. I'm sorry. I'm looking for someone who represents the ideas, the values, the laws, the principles of the United States, and is very fair and balanced to make sure that everyone is treated fairly based on their individuality, based on the Constitution, based on our moral principles that every man is created equal, all of that stuff. That's what I'm looking for. Just give me an opportunity to be the best Kev that I can be. That's all I want. You don't have to make special or additional provisions for me because I'm black or whatever. Just give me a fair shot and I'll be okay. But according to her, only way that America can have someone that represents all of America is someone like Stacey Abrams, who want to take guns, who see racism in every single thing. What do you think would happen to all of the people who unfortunately disagrees with her? They would all be thrown into a big bucket of racists. That's what they would do. It wouldn't be, you know what, I'm going to listen to your well thought out argument or idea and take it into consideration. It will be shut up racist. And if anything negative happens to me, then you're a racist. Quote unquote, don't you forget that either, Joe Biden. When you go to pick your vice president that you already prematurely said is going to be a woman. Now you're stuck, Joe. Now you got to pick a woman. Stacey Abrams is trying to muscle you and put you in a Bob Backlund chicken wing to make sure she's the woman that's picked. You see where this is all going? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This super woman, this superhero that's been lined up under our noses this whole time. And we never really recognized it because, see, she, even though she's been around for a while, she ain't really did nothing heroic to make us all go, well, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, we ain't seen nothing come out of her. So she's just, I guess, you know, in the chamber, you know, still wearing the glasses. Like any second now, I'm going to come out and show them all my powers. Yeah, well, you know, we don't want you to show us the powers when you get on the job. You need to show us the powers before you get on the job. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. And I'm black conservative man, all right? I'm destroying snowflakes, making sense out of nonsense, man. You dig? Don't forget, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and my Instagram page. Hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Make sure you still subscribe. Your notifications are set to all. And what else? Oh, check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like the products, click on something, put Kevin in promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. And if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link below, and I'd appreciate it. All right, God bless you next time in Kevin's Corner. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all know that theme song.